What's up, everybody? You joined me here in my pickup truck. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what we did in the last couple. Right now we are driving. Sharon is behind me in the V. We're driving over to my buddy's shop. We're going to get some work done. Oh, camera's moving around a little bit there. We're going to get some work done on the V. We are getting new rear shocks installed. We found the rear shocks are actually leaking down a little bit. So that we think those are hurting the launch time, 60-foot times. Oil change, rear diff fluid, alignment being done. You know, just a couple general check over things that's a lot easier to do when you have a lift as opposed to when you don't have a lift like I do in the garage. But we are getting the car prepped for Rocky Mountain Race Week version 2.0. Recently, we've been doing a lot of little things. We've done some index racing. We did Speed Addicts Summer Nights 2 down in Georgia. We've done some 8th mile stuff. We were going to do some streetcar takeovers, but they keep getting canceled because of coronavirus. And doing the index racing is really tough because in the 11.0 class where Sharon is, the car does run 10.6s, but 10.6s is not going to cut it to jump into a 10.0 class, so you got to run 11.0. And the 11.0 class, you got a lot of guys there with trans brakes and cars that are set up for 11.0. Not making excuses, it's just very difficult, and Sharon doesn't have the reaction time and the launch down just yet to be able to actually be competitive in those classes. So while we're working on her learning how to launch it and get zeros on the tree a couple times, we're going to participate in Rocky Mountain Race Week because that is, you don't have to worry about reaction time. It's dial the car in, do 11 flat, drive, do 11 flat, drive. So right now we're just preparing for that. So like I said, we're bringing it to my buddy's shop. He's going to do a bunch of that work. We've already taken the back seat out of the car in preparation for Rocky Mountain Race Week, which is we got to haul all our stuff in the car. So just follow along, and we're going to get the car prepped. And we got a test session coming up in a couple days where we're going to try to see if we can test the car and hit up 11 flat every single time, and we're going to see what happens. Ooh. Gotta love that sweet corn. 85 here is actually almost the 85. I think it's about 75% here, this one. Alright, that's it. Finished up, shocks are done. We actually did an alignment on the car. My buddy did a full track alignment. She was a little bit out and kissed here on the one side. So now we're heading down to Rockingham for a little testing too. We actually got a buddy of ours that's going to be going along with us on Rocky Mountain Race Week that's going to meet us there. So we're going to test for the 11.0. We got the back seat out of the car. I got all the stuff that we're going to be bringing with us that's going to be in the car is now in the trailer. And we're going to see what we can do. So we'll see you there. Okay, for those that don't know, Rocky Mountain Race Week is a race that happens every year out in Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas area. It takes place over a course of a week. You go to 5 different tracks, and you race at all 5 different tracks, and you have to drive the race car between all the different tracks. So this time we're doing Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0, which you start in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then drive to all the different tracks, and you end up at Tulsa, Oklahoma on day 5. The way it works is you have to truck and trailer out to Tulsa, unload the car, get teched in, both NHRA and a road tech. Race in Tulsa, we have to try to get as close to 11.000 as we can, because that's the class that we're running in. When we got our perfect time slip, we're going to hand it into the race promoters, and they give us a set of directions. The directions are going to tell us exactly how to get from the racetrack in Tulsa to the next racetrack, and we have to follow those directions exactly as they're written. No highways, it's whatever they put down there. They're going to have trail cams, there are people watching. It's basically to make sure that all the race cars actually do hit all of the checkpoints that are along the way. We're going to see some pretty cool stuff, meet some pretty good people. Race for 5 days, but the one thing is we have to have everything has to be in the car that we're going to use. There's no truck and trailer, there's no support vehicles, there's no prepping anything ahead of time at the tracks. The tires, the jack, the lug nuts, wheels, chairs, our clothes, everything we're going to use has to be in the car with us all week long. So that's what we're really prepping for here. Right after this run, we were approached by track officials and asked if we wouldn't mind being a stand-in for a gender reveal party that was going on. The original guy got pulled over. So this is Sharon doing a burnout and running over the powder packets to reveal the gender of this couple's baby. And we just want to say congratulations, guys. All right, guys, here we are. We're the day after the track, and we're about ready to pack everything away for the final time. We just loaded the car with everything we're going to need and unload it, so we know it all fits. Here's what we're taking. We got a couple of chairs, fan, jack, stuff for dumping the tank, some GoPro accessories. We got a laptop bag, duffel bag for Sharon, which is much bigger than a duffel bag for me, but who's surprised by that? Fire suit, tools, helmet, cooler, generator, spare parts, ratchets, compressor, Sharon's purse, tires, and it all fits in this car. As you can see, we've got the back seats out. We do have a firewall for the back there. We don't think we need it, being that the battery is still in stock location, but it is stock location back here in the trunk. And I mean, it's still got the stock hold down and everything, but just to make sure that we don't have a problem. We don't want to get to Tulsa and be told that we don't have everything we need to race. But that's it. We did take it for a ride with everything in there. It's interesting. It's quiet. Definitely doesn't rattle because everything's stuffed in there pretty good. But I don't think we're gonna get any more in there. And that's it. So we gotta make the firewall right quick, and that's gonna be it for Rocky Mountain Race Week prep. And I guess so. We'll see you then.